So unlike back home, football in New Zealand is not the national sport. In that sort of sporting hierarchy, it's competing with the likes of rugby union, rugby league, netball, cricket, and even the America's Cup yacht race. People from Lewington know a little bit about yachting. However, football's popularity is on the rise ever since the 2010 World Cup, when New Zealand's national team, the All Whites, qualified. They did get knocked out in the group stages, but they didn't lose a game, including a memorial 1-1 draw with Italy. And that brings us to our first game of the weekend, which is going to be Cashmere Technical, who are top of the Southern League, versus second place Coastal Spirit. So this is Wootton Social Club, which is by the ground, packed already today. Lots of screens and TV showing various different sports. A bit of horse racing, UFC, and as this is New Zealand Rugby League as well is going on. It's sort of like a local community club. It's well packed already. Lots of people in here having a few beers or having a bit of food. You sign up to become a member, then once that's $5, it's about £2.50, we'll be back home. And then you can get a drink up there. I got myself a pint of Export Light. That cost me $10.90, which roughly works out about £5 in home money. Very nice little place, lots of pool tables, people playing pool, and when Cashmere Technical kick off, it's actually free entrance to the grounds, which is always a bonus. By Craig Crawford, who does the commentary for FIFA Plus for the New Zealand Football League. Tell us a little bit about football in New Zealand.
Well, yeah, there's heaps of kids playing. We've got lots, and it's probably the most popular game in New Zealand. Not that you'd probably know that in England. You think it's all about rugby, but no, there's a good, healthy bunch of us playing football. Gets a bit. Most of the kids, if they get good, they need to go to the States or play A-League. You probably heard of. That's where all the talent lies. But these guys are pretty good too. Yeah.
How would you describe the standard of the domestic league in New Zealand?
Well, I understand it's sort of like around the Div 1 Championship. The odd player. But the sides and stuff is probably just knocking around that Div 4 sort of area of English football. We do. I know there's been a few English players come out that have played sort of that non-league football, and then they come here, raise the standard a bit. Yeah. So, yeah, as I said, the better leagues are overseas. The A-League is getting close. Now that we've got two sides in there, you've got the Wellington Phoenix and the Auckland FC starting next year. That's going to bring the quality up, and you're going to see kids, kids playing. We get in. One of the great things is we're going to the World Cup. We're in the World Cup in the States next year, because I don't know if you realise that the pathway used to be win Oceania, and then you'd have to play off against either the non-qualifying South American or Southeast Asia or North American side. So it was always very hard. But now they've expanded the World Cup. We're in. We've won it and we're through. So that's only going to help the game as well.
Final question, how important was New Zealand's national side getting to the 2010 World Cup to sort of boost the popularity of football in the country?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always great, those little, figureheads, All Whites doing well and stuff. And it's always been a challenge with that, with not having that direct entry, because every 4 years we pop up, have a real good go. Since Australia left and went into Asia, the football's always been really good up to a standard, and then it just drops off. But as I said, with two A-League sides, the women's football doing really well. Having that here last year, it was awesome. So it's a lot more pioneer. The women's sides, the growth is going to be big in that. There's lots of girls enjoying the game there, and and Yeah, so the 210 was sort of nearly like a false start, and it was the same back in 1982 when we played in Spain.
Yep.
Same thing, it went big and then just dropped away. But now we've got things like FIFA Plus, where you'll be able to tune in to fifaplus.com and see New Zealand football worldwide. So, you know, these sort of little things are just part of New Zealand football growing and growing.
Brilliant, thank you very much for your time. So it's a top of the table clash in the New Zealand Southern League, as Cashmere Technical are at home to Coastal Spirit. Cashmere Technical's record this season is played 11, won 10, drawn 1, lost none, 460 goals and against 13, so a very good record there. As for Coastal Spirit, also undefeated, playing 11, winning 8, drawing 3, and losing none, 43-4, 15 against, so it's one of those unbeaten records could go today. Top scorer for Cashmere Technical is Garben Coughlin. He's got 18 goals, but an interesting thing about him, he's a potent goal scorer in the New Zealand leagues. He's got 90 goals in 58 appearances, and for 2023 of all the FIFA ranked leagues, he was the top scorer with 39 goals. Harry Kane second, 38. So there you go, expecting some goals today. Coastal Spirit's top scorer is Alejandro Schweinwasser. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but this could be a very entertaining game today.
Then he got injured. Oh, great ball, Lockie. Lyle's not playing today. He's not even...
Keep his shoulder! Keep his shoulder! Go at him! Go at him! Do it! Do it now!
Game as well.
Great ball.
I'll be in soon to put tea and coffee away.
Ooh. So that game finished Cashmere Technical 0, Coastal Spirit 2. Very good game, I must say. Standard football, very good out there. I'll call it about League 1 or 2 standard in England. Lovely people in the crowd as well. The two ladies give me a bit of a knowledge about Cashmere Tech. Very much appreciated. It was Coastal Spirit took the lead. Good save by the goalkeeper. Ruben Harrison for Cashmere Tech, and the rebound was tapped in by that man we mentioned in the start of the vlog, Alejandro Schweinwasser. He got the second on 74 minutes as well. Penalty. I mean, the first half was a cagey affair, lots of half chances, but the two teams feeling each other out really, and it was the second half it came alive, end-to-end stuff, very good, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game, if that's the standard I'm going to see. So game number 2 on my New Zealand adventure brings us to English Park, the home of Canterbury United, but today it hosts University of Canterbury AFC versus Christchurch United. Today's clash between University of Canterbury AFC and Christchurch United sees two teams having variant different sort of times this season. Christchurch currently sitting third in the league, played 11, won 8, lost 3, 37 for 18 against, whereas University of Canterbury's down in the lower echelons of the table, played 11, won 2, drawn 1, lost 8, 4-15 against 29, and that's not the worst record in the league, so could make for an interesting game today. University of Canterbury AFC won the Canterbury Premiership in 2023, drawing 2-0 in the playoff final with Rosalind Wakari, then won 6-5 on penalties to get promoted to the Southern League this season, hence why they're playing at Canterbury United's ground. Christchurch United were first in the Southern League last season and came third in the national tournament in the follow-up part after qualifying through the Southern League. They won the Chatham Cup last season, and that's the first time they've won it since 1991, but have 7 in total. Their top scorer is Joel Stevens with 11 goals. Jacob Killock has 4 goals for University of Canterbury, and he's their top scorer this season. Full-time score was University of Canterbury AFC 0, Christchurch United 1, but the goals don't really tell the tale of the game. It was a battle of two contrasting styles. Christchurch United very good in possession, very able to play out from the back, trying maybe overplaying sometimes in the final third, I think, during that game. But all the players looked really comfortable on the ball. Very impressed with Jackson Cole and Joel Stevens, the guys out wide. Eric Sugahara in the centre. He played a number 10 role behind the striker. He's very busy, very energetic, very creative. But I think the game changed a little bit for them when Brandon Coplin came on up front, because it gave him a bit more of a focal point as a proper centre forward, and they did get a few more crosses into the box then. Their goal came in the 88th minute, and it was another substitute, Zachary Bennett, who scored it. A corner into the box, bit of a scramble, and he was there to slam the ball home. And that win means Christchurch are now 1 point behind Cashmere Technical at the top end, and Coastal Spirit, so it keeps them very much in touch. What did I think about UCAFC? I thought they were very physical. They a bit more direct with the play, wanted to get balls over the top, caused Christchurch a few problems, in particular when they did get in behind Sam Newson out wide. He was a willing runner all day, but when Christchurch were doing all the tiki-taka stuff and trying to break through the defence, it was well marshalled by Max McGuinness, and he did that back line really well, and I think they all knew their jobs. They were hard working, and very impressive performance from both teams, actually, to be fair. The standard of football in New Zealand is really, really good, to be fair. If you're in the country, go to a game, they're free, you know, just walk in. There's no entry fee or anything like that.